Hello, welcome to the Thursday night. I'm Mo Stewart. I've got Adam Melia, Pete Bolster, and Robbie O'Neill. And Robbie, I'll start with you. 48 days. 48 days ago, Liverpool last got to play at Anfield. I don't remember what I was doing 48 days ago. Do you?
No, and I mean, to be fair, I don't really remember what I was doing yesterday. It's that time of year, isn't it? It feels like forever. It feels like forever, and I think the result the other night and the Gakpo like stuff, it's just really kind of like put a lot more kind of like apprehension and like excitement about getting back into Anfield. I think for a lot of people. It's very festive, and I can't wait to like come all you faithful, getting a good rousing transition tomorrow night. So yeah.
Definitely. I mean, Adam, you've got a young child, so like 48 days feels like a lifetime.
Yeah, I can remember every hour of those.
But Robbie's right, isn't it? It's getting back into Anfield at Christmas time. We haven't had as many Christmas games as we normally have because of that bloody World Cup. So this is going to be the first one, and they deserve a big cheer. They've done well in recent times, and we want them to continue doing well.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's also, I think, a Friday night game. Is it a Friday night game?
Indeed, yes.
The Christmas factor means I'm a little bit confused about that. So I think it's one of them where it's almost like a surprise extra Christmas thing that you get to do. Oh, we can go for a pint before this one. I mean, I think the Villa game did. Like mentally, me, and I'm speaking for everyone because I feel like it was a bit like that. Mentally, I think we probably could have gone either way, depending on what that, like when you get a spare in bowling, it's sort of like if we get a strike the next time, then everybody will feel good. I feel like the Villa game was like that because actually we haven't been that bad. We've had some shit results. Can I swear on this one? I just did. We've had some really, really poor results this season. Leeds and Forest, I think. Leeds at home, Forest away, have made this season feel worse than really it is probably. And actually, points wise, place in the table, we don't look great. Points wise, we don't look too bad really. And I think the Villa game, having won it, and I thought looked quite good for long stages, and even in the parts where people were moaning a bit, I think that's just sometimes where we actually I find those parts of games quite heartening, because I think we've decided we're not going to concede here, and so we're sort of taking a bit of a breather on the pitch. Virgil looked absolutely imperious, massive. We looked like we decided to defend for a while, and we were gonna say we'll sort of suck that one up and maybe win 2-1 or 3-1, and it turns into 3-1. So I thought the performance was really good, and it made me think about more in a more bouncy mood for this game and for the second half of the season, which is definitely a season that's been chopped up. So and then obviously the signing.
Well, we're going to get to that. Don't worry, we're going to get to that. But I want to talk about the opponents, because 48 days was a long time, but 12 months is even longer. But if you can remember that far back, last December, we had a couple of battles with Leicester City. One which went really, really badly, a game that we absolutely should have won, missed a penalty, lost, and felt terrible afterwards. One that we were losing, and we somehow came back and won, and was arguably the catalyst for what we did in the second half of the season. So Leicester somehow got a little bit more spice than it normally has, don't you think, Pete?
Yeah, I think so. I think they've been a good side for many years now, haven't they? And obviously they struggled the other day against who did they play? Newcastle. Yeah.
They were bad as well.
They was bad, and I know this is a proper Michael Owen show, but if they didn't concede the 2 goals in 7 minutes, it might have been a different game. I did watch that with hope. I was hoping that they'd take a few points off them, but obviously it wasn't to be. But they have only lost 1 in the last 6 games, so they're not as bad as you think they are, and that one was against Man City. So I expect them to be similar to Villa, where they'll have a go at us. I think that they're quite robust in the sense that they scored a lot of goals, but they conceded a lot of goals. So that when they concede, I don't think they're probably more resilient than I am when Liverpool conceded the goal, because they're like, well, we know, we expect that's going to happen. So I fancy it to be a good game, but I think Liverpool need to be more clinical than they was against Villa, because I thought we did play well, as Adam said, but we scored the goals in the wrong moments. I think we could have finished them off in the first half and then played that easier second half, and we invited far too much pressure. So yeah, going back to your point, Mo, Leicester, it is a bit more of a tasty game, but I fancy us all the way here.
YouTube Press the button, become a member of the Anfield Wrap from the heart of the city of Liverpool. The best way to enjoy all your Liverpool-based videos, everything you need, every single day. It is the Anfield Wrap.